Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replays. Well, on the left side is the red French, we got coco1666. On the right side is the purple Macedonians, we got Noctiq, Corvinus1. Pumbaa goes ahead and get eaten there. Looks like the scout took most of that damage there. So, going for a nice early food. I wonder if we go for early... Oh, yep, we are going to see early professional scouts or survival techniques. We do have, of course, the, wheelbarrow also being researched by the French player. So both players going for some early gold. And this food collection should be very nice. Boar is the food source that collects up the quickest, along with deep sea fish. And with survival techniques nice and early, he should have plenty of food. When it comes to this map generation, let's see. Purple has a lot of woods behind him, none in front of him with natural cover. Got quite a bit of woods on this side of the lake. Don't know if that really means much. Shore, or some shore fish, of course, exist. I'm about to sneeze. My apologies. Sorry, sneeze did not come through. Of course, we do have a bit of silver being collected up right now. See here, up to 44 silver per minute. We do have the School of Cavalry not going up, and the Imperial Hippodrome. School of Cavalry, of course, makes your cavalry just build 20% faster. Nice. Not only the biggest, but the most important part is the fact that it is also a free stable. Imperial Hippodrome's going up, which is also a free stable, and also allows you eventually summon some free, unique, heroic, well, not necessarily heroic, elite units for a scout, then a unique horseman, then the unique Radari, the Macedonians' unique cavalry. Of course, can always go with the Varangian camp. Wait. Increases your maximum population. Wait, does this provide max population? Does it count as a house? Am I reading that right? I never knew that actually acts as a house. Am I stupid? Well, the answer is yes, but I'm not going crazy, which is also yes. Varangian stronghold now being deployed on the field. Of course, it will give him access to his Varangian units, including the early Varangian Guard. Got a early Royal Knight now being deployed on the field. Bit of stone being collected up here by the Macedonian player. Does not have a drop-off point for them just yet, so I'm not sure what exactly this is meant for. So that should actually start providing the town center a bit of silver income. We do have the Varangian stronghold now being salvaged. He's going for his unique spearman. Now you're going to bother pronouncing it. We have the Hippodrome Scout, the unique scout engaging the regular scout, which does offer 5 base damage rather than 1. Royal Knight push rate 4 does eat a bit of damage from the town center. A little more than a bit now. 42 health remaining. And this is just a Dark Age one, so it does 24 damage minus 3, so 21 damage. So 2 strikes should finish off the Royal Knight now. Another Spearman there. Got a basic set of walls being established there. Bit of a combat sprint, gets a stab there. Wipes out half of its health. Half of its remaining health. And looks like the Royal Knight will be falling back. We do have the Stronghold defensive arrow set. Upgrade all Varangian strongholds with default arrow set placement, dealing 10 damage from 10 6-tile range. More Royal Knights being put on the field. This one I think should just be fall back and just let Chivalry eventually restore itself. Just keep it ultra defensive for the time frame. Scouts taking a bit of damage from that Royal Knight. You have now these Royal Knights heading down south for the winter. Unique Spearman here. He does have the Hardened Spearman now upgraded. So now he's up to 28 damage versus Cavalry. Effectively 25 damage per strike. So approximately 8 attacks and the Royal Knight will go down. Does take out that villager there. Royal Knight taking a lot of damage there. This just is a regular horseman. Actually, no, there's a champion. The champion horseman's right next to it. I am completely blind. Apparently, the giant glowing horseshoe is not good enough giveaway. The Hippodrome horseman does have 13 damage as opposed to 9. Big round of Royal Knights, including the wounded one. Gets a pretty good impalement there. And it does provide +2 damage to nearby cavalry, so there's other horsemen's up to 11 damage, which is quite nice. We do have a small core of archers here. He knows about the Imperial Hippodrome, probably a good idea to go for some spearmans. +1 melee infantry armor being researched. Another Royal Knight severely wounded. Good number of these Royal Knights being severely wounded. This one was pulled back. I think this one should pull back and wait for Chivalry. Chivalry is being researched. It will pay for itself, those 2 Royal Knights being restored. Assuming they go up to their full health, because it's actually it takes quite a bit of time. However, there's a number of Knights on the field to help out with getting recovery value. Scout may go down. Royal Knights can probably turn around and engage these horsemans. Pumbaa here has half of his delicious flush obtained. Remaining a nice even 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining. Another exotic doggo getting some bites there, interrupting health regen of one of these Royal Knights, but that one's already pretty much maxed out of health. Lots of health regen here. Another exotic doggo gets put down as the ATF would like. Yep, there's a lot of important health regen right now going on. Good job keeping all those Royal Knights alive. Right now, Red's only called off 200 value, which is 2 villagers. Not 200 value, 100 value. While Purple so far killed off nothing. Absolutely nothing. Macedonian players are getting pretty close of gold to age on up. Food is another matter. French player has a nice mix of both, but not super close either. We got cavalry armor being researched by the Macedonian. Does take out the scout. Scout is down. Not big surprise. He has gone for a dock here. A couple fishing boats is all he needs. At most 3, I would say. Because also that's how much dock can store. But to be honest, for shoreline fish, it's nothing too significant. Each one's 600 food. So effectively totaling to 240 available food there. Which you can always use villagers to help collect up as well. Villagers will collect it up the same rate as a deer. And I think fishing boats will collect the shore fish the same rate as well. Royal Knights taking some damage there. There's a good number of spearmans. Archers here to engage the spearmans. Of course, they are slightly more expensive than normal spearmen. Of course, they get additional horde bonus. They gain additional 2 attack speed for each ringing unit nearby. So right now they're, well, they keep on changing, but you can see there it goes. Actually, it has a higher attack speed when not being affected by the bonus. No, that's interesting. No, horseman's 1.75, right? What was spearman? I can't remember. There's a Varying Camp. Does provide 10 population. Also only costs 50 wood, so you probably should go with that for something much sooner. Archers taking some damage there. We do have some fishing boats being pulled in the field. It's gone fishing. There is this scout there. We do have the Hippodrome Radarian up on the field. His own heavy category, which in this age does have 4 base melee armor, which is quite significant. So it's up to 5 melee armor, which will resist a decent amount of the Royal Knight's damage of 20, so it'll be 15 damage per attack, reduce the damage received by 25%. Archers gain +1 range damage now. Probably should have gone for that a little bit sooner. First Baron House almost has enough gold to age on up, going for 2 more Royal Knights, a couple more archers as well. Got a lot of the Hippodrome units, a scout, a handful of horsemen, and a lot of spearmans. Maybe we gotta to split the spearmans in 2 separate groups. One push this way, while another one push this way. Those are all on this side. Try and go for a bit of a pincer. There's a nice bit of stabbing there. I wonder if Hippodrome Radari counts as a Varangian unit. I actually have no idea. Not like if it does, it doesn't. One unit will make a big difference in the increased attack speed. We do now have... Oh yeah! For French has +1 population for their docks. I forgot about that. We got a fire ship here. We're gonna be tasked way over there. You can't... Oh! There was actually a bit of an angle there. And manually detonates, unsuccessful. If he was quick enough to draw, actuality, there is water right there. So the fire ship could have been tasked right there. If you look on the mini-map here, that is traversable water. We've got the Royal Institute now being pulled in the field, which gives access to effectively an early university. Alias provides all the French unique technologies early and cheaper, including Imperial Bloodlines. We do have +2 cavalry armor being researched. Another fire ship. I wonder if he gets properly rallied. Nope. Nope, the fishing boats are stuck out at sea. When I see them in a little pond. It's not such a good idea for one of these guys to swim out and try to torch one to destroy it, because it may not look like there's definitely a crew there. Second off, heavy armor is actually heavy. It's really hard to swim with armor on. Borderline impossible, because it's effectively lead weights. We do now the Golden Horn Tower, which for the Macedonians is a defensive placement with crossbow garrisons. I wonder if the garrison units provide crossbow shots, but haven't been able to confirm that yet. Maybe I did and I forget about it. Horseman, push right forward. Nice engagement there. Horsemen could try to peel around and hit those archers. Some of the Royal Knights are going down. Purple has a higher destroyed value. Purple also has, or Red has 10 more villagers at the moment, because the French do just build villages faster. Their town seems to work as a little bit faster per age. Now Gamberson's being researched, increasing the Arbiter's armor by 5, effectively making them to a soft, if not hard, counter the spearmen. Bonehorn Tower, of course, does pull out free crossbowmans, which is probably pretty good versus the French. Royal Knight's pretty much a staple unit of theirs. We do now have the veteran spearmans. Hippodrome horsemen being rebuilt. Royal Knights heading up north, getting some excellent health regen from Chivalry. A basic line of walls there. Let's see, if I'm going to the gold deposit, I think I forgot to mention the gold deposits. Some of the deer have been obtained. But we've got a couple, 3 smalls up north and a couple smalls down south. 3 smalls down south, no larges. Pretty even split, and of course both sides just generally just open ground. Very contestable. And Red is collecting up some delicious venison down south. Oh, got some axe throws there. I forgot about the Radaris can throw axes. I guess a Hippodrome Radari can't throw axes either. Switch to throw axes, dealing 15 damage, or maybe it's just a ability they... no, he can't switch that. For some reason I thought it was like a Donzo's javelin throw. You have more of delicious Pumbaa being obtained there. We do now have the Romptia, Varangian Guards, and Radar equip more powerful Romptia swords, increasing light infantry damage to guards and Varangian Guards by 3, and just general damage to Radari by 3. Makes Varangian Guard a bit more of an anti-light killer, which could make it very useful when dealing with archers. Wait, anti-light, that means also good against horsemen, right? It just says increasing, no, light infantry. Looks like I got another spam bot. Do not interact with it. Though the message is quite butchered. Royal Knights pursuing these Radari. Crossbowman gains good damage. Radari getting picked on off, or should I say Arbaletiers. Radari up north gets the upgrade. It effectively gives them a bit of armor piercing versus the Royal Knights. Royal Knights right now have 26 damage. Radari have right now 29 damage. 243 health. Fast attack speed. Imperial Bloodlines, so it's really hard to say who's actually will come out ahead between the two at this exact moment. But they're very comparable. Charge attacks doesn't matter, since the Radari don't have charge attacks. Crossbowmen firing away. We'll say mostly hitting archers at the moment. Varangian War Camp set to Radari. Varangian Stronghold taking some damage now. We do have level 3 horse armor being researched. Radari heading down south. We got a good number of villagers as well as a couple Arbaletiers. Let's take out one of them there. We do have a keep here to help him keep his land. We do also have, of course, the Influence Aura. No enlistment sentence, that's Age 4 technology. What is available at the Royal Institute, though? No, it's not. No, it is. Maybe a good idea to get this early. I mean, it's relatively cheap, and it's also going to be cheaper. What a good idea to go for early enlistment incentives, since he is going to be building around the keep there. Fishing boats obtaining more fishies out at Noctiq. Radari push forward, engage some of these villagers now. Royal Knights charge way forward, get some good impalements there. Radari do have a faster movement speed, thanks to a nearby champion. This applies the increased damage. Oh, that's increased damage. Oh, do Radari just always have a bit more speed? Maybe I'm just a little bit forgetful. We got cavalry damage and the range damage now being researched. Arbaletiers move around. We'll find some Radari. Radari has taken a bit of damage. We've got more Radari here. Chevrolet against good health regen. Unique Spearman's engaging. I hear a relic picked on up. Red has picked up a relic. I think right now Radari will beat the Royal Knights in 1v1 combat due to their higher base damage, or higher, yeah, just higher damage right now. 30 damage versus, well, that old guy has plenty of charge attack right now. Versus 26, not to mention the Radari have higher attack speed, though they do have less health at the moment. But the higher base movement speed is very important, I would say. Spearman now engaging. Purple's backing on off. Archer's taking a bit of damage there. Royal Knights charging way forward. Got good number spear mix on in. Backline units just trying to push the way forward. Royal Knights taking a bit of damage across the front line. Arbiteers push way forward. Got a rune stone here now been pulled in the field. Very important. Though they're going to get away from it pretty quickly. When I say very quickly, I mean very quickly. The radius of the runestone is very, very small, to say the least. Royal Knights engaging, standing their ground. Arbiteers power down past there, passively increasing their range armor. All the Radari has gone down. A couple of the Royal Knights charging way forward. There's a handful of crossbow here to start a step away from them. Probably a good idea to go for a large number of horsemen for the Macedonian player to deal with all the Arbiteers. Mangonels could be a good option as well. Red Fire's going for a Trebuchet. Red has obtained one relic and picked up a second. Crossbow and push way forward. Trebuchet firing away somewhere down south as the Golden Horn Tower is being hit. Does have 30 damage per shot, which is pretty good. It's basically half of Arbiter emplacement. I still don't know if it gets garrison, it gets more of the crossbow emplacements, or it gets regular arrows. It does get one of the villages there. These guys do have 7 range armor. The outpost has 8 damage, so they're doing 1 damage per strike. So you can probably take his time and start torching that down, cracking it open to get this nice soft interior. So far, Purple's killed off 20 villagers. Red's only killed off 3, which is quite a significant difference. Red is still ahead, does have double town center at the moment. Got a pile of villagers there. Looks like we're repairing up the Golden Horn Tower now. They're out of delicious medicine for there to obtain. I think one of the champions Hippodrome units have gone down there. Champions fallen. +4 cavalry armor now being researched. Arbiteers gunning down some of these villagers. No Hippodrome Horseman at the moment, so gonna go for Hippodrome Horseman, just gives +2 damage to all nearby cavalry. Double trebuchets engaging the Golden Horn Tower. Villagers taking time to repair it up. We'll take a decent amount of wood. Macedonian player does not have too much of wood reserve though. Got these starting engage. He does pass a large amount of passive. Right now these arbiters have 8 melee armor. So the spearmen currently are potentially pushing away forward. Have 10 damage. They only do 2 damage per attack against the arbiters. That's not great. That's effectively makes the Arbiter a counter unit to the Spearmen. The Horsemen still pose a problem for the Arbiters, but they also have pretty good armor to resist the range damage multiplier. But you're now 11, effectively nullifying that aspect. And with the passive out in the field, they get additional 4 range armor, 5 range armor, increasing these guys up to 7 range armor, effectively make them bulletproof against the unique archers, who have right now each damage. Good number of villagers there. There is a bit of silver here, nothing too significant at the moment. But as they start cleaning up more, he may need to get arsenal to help refine that silver to income. And 4 horsemen being pulled up by a Macedonian player. Got another keeping established by red. Got a good number of villagers here to help out with that. French player has plenty of food and wood, not a lot of gold at the moment. Purple's not going far forward to keep as well, help him keep the land. You guys obtained 3 relics and picked up the other 2, so red probably has all 5 relics. Probably need another mosque built. Another Hippodrome Horseman and Hippodrome Radari now being employed in the field. Bunch of resources. Looks like red's trying to go for the keep and mining placement there. Got purple's keep up and running here, going for an arsenal. Yep. No arsenal near the town center, so it's not providing any silver income. A number of villagers went down there. Villagers do take a couple hits there. Spearmen push away 4. Of course, oh, there's some buddies there to help him out. Need some damage on these Royal Knights there. A handful more spearmans are there. More walls trying to go on up. Trebuchet here. We do now have the +1 infantry melee armor, +3 cavalry damage, and +1 melee infantry damage not being researched with military academies as well. I think that was a fire ship, right? Fishing boats went down. There's still some fishies here. Actually, at most, going for one more fishing boat's probably not a horrible idea. One, after all, it'll be 75 wood to get about 600 food. Yeah, one fishing boat would be adequate. Trebuchets engaged the keep once again. We got a good number of horsemans, archers, and crossbowmans. A couple spearmans mixed on in for purple. Red right now is going for standard arbaleteers and royal knights. More passives there for more passive effects. Which of course makes them directly invulnerable. Right now these arbaleteers can be hard for archers and the spearmen displays. Horsemen will do some good work done. It does move away some of the passives. They do have an AoE effect around them, so you don't have to pull out all the passives to make it good usage. Purple is now ran out of stone. Spearman does go on down. Horsemen sort of fall back. Does start taking out some of the trebuchets in the back line. All the horsemen do go down. Royal Knights push way forward. Another trebuchet goes down there, and all the Royal Knights will be picked on off, leaving 2 trebuchets remaining. So we got Mangonel here to help out. A good time. Try to Alt-Tab and delete that message there. Probably should have done that a bit of time ago. We got a large number of forms being established. A little bit exposed though. Nice push forward, taking some damage though. A lot of free damage. Artilleers are firing away. The French player, just saw him. Yeah, he just invested a big military force there. He was pretty close to aging up, but he decides not to. The Macedonian player is very far from aging up as well. Both sides have similar destroyed value, but Red has a far more army value. Right now with the Macedonian player, just a healthy number of horsemen is probably a good idea. Spearmen would be nice, except the arbaleteers can counter them. Let's take out some more of these villagers. Down south, we do have another round of spearmen straight forward. Does get a good amount of damage on that trebuchet. Double Mangonel straight forward. Stones a couple arbaleteers to death. Good hits there. Trebuchet is firing away. Does take out another mill. Bit of barrage there. splashes one of those Arbaleteers. Big engagement here. Mangonel hits infantry units, which is okay. Mill's going down. I suppose the trebuchet can start hitting farms. The Spearmen are being picked on off. Purple's having trouble maintaining a front line, has a much smaller military force in both value and in numbers. Now some of these expensive siege weapons will be going on down. Who has an eye for a Red Palace up here? Pretty good spot for it. Macedonians are not really super close to aging up. When it comes to gold on the map, Red Palace will help protect this gold deposit. It has 2,000 gold remaining. This one still has 1,500, so 4,000, about 8,000 gold up north. Looks like all the gold down south has been claimed, so Red's gonna have plenty of gold, not to mention all the relics. The Red Palace here will provide immense sphere of influence. Purple and Pawnee Gal Creocypher. No, Creocypher is actually not exactly resilient versus the Red Palace. You have to get trebuchets out to deal with that. Misses the Red Palace there. That's a lot of farms. E-I-E-I-O. Most of the villagers are migrate up north. They do travel in herds. Purple spot the gold mine not currently being utilized. Not realizing the Red Palace where it's at. And got elite Arbaleteer being researched. Incendiaries would be a good idea, but right now he is lacking gold. Arbaleteers do get a good volume of these veteran horsemen who have right now 7 armor. Arbaleteers right now have 13 damage. They're doing about 5 damage per attack against the horsemen, or should I say 6. These guys are being picked on off Mangonel as well. Capital is being garrisoned. Forces have the Arbalist emplacement help out, which is a pretty good emplacement. But there's a lot of targets in front of them. It is a target-rich environment for the capital right now. All the Royal Knights are inside there, and look at all the health. Elite Arbaleteers does get another melee armor, so they have 9 melee armor. So the Spearmen doing even less damage now. We also got the Keep of Your Firing, which has its own Arbalist emplacement. Red should be fine on defense. Purple's collecting up stone. Up north, Horseman gets picked off by the Keep and the Arbalist emplacement. These Royal Knights are probably pretty healthy at the moment. See no more pluses there. I think all those pluses have... Oh wait, no, I'm out of... Red, Purple lost vision of it, so... Red got a good amount of health regen on these forces. Trebuchets engaging the Red Palace. This is a landmark. Takes wood to be repaired. He does have 1,200 woods. But he's not repairing it. Would've, could've, should've. Another Keep down south. A large number of trebuchets and migrate up north. Red Palace now being repaired. Royal Knights push forward, impaling some of these villagers now. Red Palace has gone down, leaving those villagers very exposed. Crossbow firing away. Royal Knights going for the trebuchets. Multiple trebuchets are going down. Royal Knights heading up north. Up north, got some forces up here. Villagers need to evacuate to the Keep. Red's trying to back away from that Keep there. Red hopefully has gone for Tithe Barns. Not yet. Not enough gold really for it, and it costs us 500 golds. Throw nice way forward. Some trebuchets sort of go on down. For our nice on engage these trebuchets, we'll be knocking them out. Arbiteers push forward, getting some damage done. If Hippodrome Scout does go down, Hippodrome Horseman will escape on back. Wrestling player has a nice mix of resources, but all of them not too high. Of course, he's down in age. He's fighting against elite Arbiteers and elite Royal Knights. Do not have Tideborn research as well as more farming. The French player should try to squeeze out incendiary arrows. Level 4 melee damage being researched by the Macedonian player. Yeah, we get a lot of level 4 stuff going in this age. The keep is being garrisoned and being back on the far side. Arbiters can lay down the passives. The passive now look at the +5 range armor to resist a lot of the keep arrows, but effectively make them bulletproof or melee proof against these spearmen. They right now have 12 damage with the gambits right now they're at 9. So they only take 3 damage per attack. They could get an additional melee armor, right? Yep, they can. Got these forces moving around. Palatine School now being researched, which of course gives them access to invest silver into groups of cataphracts. Spearmen sort of push their way forward. Oh, nice, get some damage there. Raw Knights consume these horsemen. Got both these outposts with nothing at the moment. Horsemen will be going on down. Macedonian players now aged on up. The Palpatine School will provide 3 cataphracts for 750 olive oils, or should I say silver. 20 seconds not too terrible for build rate either. Group of cataphracts now being deployed on the field. They will be elite. Elite horsemen and elite archer being researched along with elite spearmans. With all the trash units, he does not have much gold alone. In fact, he has no access to gold. He has one sacred site. That's all of his gold income, all 100 gold per minute. He has no access to relics at the moment, so yeah, he has to rely solely on trash units and whatever silver income he has coming in passively. This is providing 190 at least. There's a couple, probably another one nearby here. Yep, this one's providing 191. This school has complete access to all the gold. He has at least 3 crossbowmen coming on out. Elite crossbows probably not a good idea. Let's see, there's an arsenal nearby to take a look at what other upgrades he could get. Oh, did he get level 1 building armor? Looks like he has gotten level 1 building armor. French cannon backs on off. Arbiters in good numbers. No incendiaries just yet. Nice charging around. We have now the elite spearmen straight forward into those Royal Knights and Arbiteers. Spearmen do get cleared on up. Got incendiary arrows not being reached by the French player. Looks like a French player is in a very good position, has nearly twice, or has more than twice the value on the field. Macedonian player has very little gold, has a decent amount of silver income at least, but that's about it that's going for him. Elite Cataphracts, do they come up with any upgrades? Elite Cataphracts, because they have trample. They of course get +2 damage. They have right now 32 base damage, +6, so 38 damage is pretty good. They have good health. Overall, just a good heavy cavalry at the moment, but simply just not really spammable. They're a supplementary unit. These archers probably should be utilizing the unwavering focus a little bit more against these Royal Knights. More spearmen being put field. Royal Knights charging way forward. Capital here. Merchant guilds researched by the French. We also got some horsemen over here raiding around some villagers. Purple so far killed off 111 villagers. Red is going to kill off 38. And Red is in a much better position at the moment still. Red does have less villagers at the moment, but that's not too big of an issue. Right now, more military force will probably be generally better. So I'm getting some horsemen on the field, I'd say. French horsemen still pretty good. Traders gonna go on down. We do now have the each ringing unit that is present at the destruction of landmark will reward the player a silver boon, which is nice, but the only landmark you reliably do that's probably Red Palace, and the ringing units will disintegrate near it. Now, upgrade's probably not worth the end. Does cost 500 silver, not too terribly expensive. That's half a minute's worth of income. Though he has lost some mines, he's down even less now. Royal Knights push way forward. Impale some of these horsemans. Cataphracts trampling the way forward to the Royal Cannon, or French Cannon. Royal Knights focus on to fall back. Free crossbow doing quite well. Both sides losing a significant amount of force. Village trying to repair up this keep. Down over here, we do have these horsemen still trying to get some work done against these traders, but they're slowly being whittled down by all the attrition. Oh, wait, what? I don't think the fresh players should have backed out of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.